Today we're going to talk about the big Barbie Fest scam, an event that for almost $500 promised a magical, pink and fun-filled world. What could possibly go wrong? Well, it turns out that people went and found this mess. The news is real and it's causing a lot of outrage in the United States. These people were selling a wonderful experience. Just look at the cover. How did it look? Look at this Barbie, the dream experience. No, how spectacular. And well, this is what they delivered. Look at this garbage. This is an insult, guys. In fact, I'm going to say it directly. This is fraud. It's a scam. Of course it is. Look, expectation. Reality, I'm telling you, there were people who paid between $200 and even $450. In fact, there are articles that say there were fans who spent up to 1,500 British pounds to be in a warehouse with cardboard cutouts. Incredible. And really, guys, this promised a lot. Honestly, that's the official website of the event. Just look at it. In fact, listen, there were some very important guests like Serena Williams. Yes, they invited Serena Williams, you know? Event, there were even sponsors. Just look at all the brands that collaborated in this event. Look, guys, a lot of brands collaborated. They participated here. They put their name on it. And well, I think they ended up looking really bad because this was a huge scam. We're going to see it right now because it caused total outrage. In fact, this event isn't even over yet. Today, this Sunday, is the last day, and since there's already a scandal, they're almost giving away the tickets. Well, giving away in quotes, dollars just for going to this event. Today, honestly, they should be paying you to go to this crap. It's that simple and straightforward, but just look at this. The 3-day pass, the VIP pass, cost no less than $438. This is insane, seriously. This is a total insult, but anyway, let's see what people are saying here.
The Barbie Dream Fest was announced as the first Barbie fan convention, with supposed celebrity guests, interactive exhibits, and photo sessions. Their website looked very legitimate, and the guest list promised inspiring guests to talk to Barbie fans, which makes sense. Yeah, a photo session in Barbie's dream house sounds fun. Explore Barbie's giant garden. I haven't seen literally anyone post in front of Barbie's dream house yet.
Why could it be? Because it's trash.
I just keep seeing what looks like Barbie's picnic area. Maybe that's where the dream house is? Okay, maybe they can have fun at the skating rink.
Yes, because they were even selling it as, we have a skating rink, let's see. Where was it, guys? Here, right here. They tell you everything they offer, a bunch of things. Yoga, this 80s rink, guys. The whole 80s rink thing is a total insult. I mean, actually, we're going to see it. Right now, this is the 80s rink look. Just look, the 80s skating rink. This is what they sold you as something amazing. But what the heck is this, guys? Is this a joke? In fact, I'm going to be even more direct. You could seriously sue them. I think these people are going to sue them. But anyway, let's continue.
The 80s disco, okay, you know what? Since you're not going to sweat skating, maybe the glamour bar could be fun, right?
Ugh, another piece of crap. Good grief.
Just the glamour bar. How do we get glamorous here, guys? And I don't think the fashion show has happened yet, but I'm starting to doubt that anything on this runway feels very high energy. No, Mattel itself wasn't organizing this. This company, Mischief Management, got the Barbie license from Mattel so they could hold this fan festival. And the sponsors and partners they managed to get are also very established companies like Michaels, Dillard's, and Unique Vintage. On one hand, I have to give credit where it's due. These pieces individually all look really nice. The problem is that this kind of space works really well for, I don't know, the artist alley at a giant comic or anime convention.
That's very true. The place seems perfect, ideal for a Comic-Con, not for a Barbie event.
But it definitely doesn't come across as dreamy enough for the Barbie Dream Fest. When you organize something like this, you have to think about how to set it up.
What the hell is this? Right? What an insult.
How will all your individual pieces look in the big picture of your venue, of your event space? And it doesn't seem like they did that here. And those kinds of details matter, especially when this is what you're charging for entry to your event for the weekend. If you want to charge $250 and $450 for VIP passes, you need to provide a VIP experience. And from Barbie's perspective, this doesn't look VIP.
Obviously. I mean, guys, this is vulgar ordinary.
And who knows, maybe Barbie the movie Live in Concert will end up being so much fun that it saves the weekend for those who paid almost $50 extra to see it. And this is still a developing story, so as the weekend goes on, I'm sure we'll see more of what's happening.
That's very true. For now, I'm still missing the fashion show because it hasn't happened yet. At least not at the moment I'm recording this video. But let's see. I think it's going to be garbage. I think it's going to be trash. So I don't think we're missing out on much.
If you're at the Barbie Dream Fest and you're disappointed, I hope you find a way to make the most of it and have a good time. And if you're one of the people who organized the Barbie Dream Fest, I know an excellent way you could fix this.
Let's be clear. I think anyone who paid $400 to go to this place and ended up with this mess should be upset. And I seriously think you should sue them, really, because these people sold you something amazing, something spectacular, and they gave you this garbage. In fact, just so you get an idea, they paid influencers to promote the event. And let's see what they were saying.
We're going to the Barbie Dream Fest, so let me tell you what's planned because there's so much planned, in the best way. Which means I'm going to need a lot of outfits and maybe a bigger suitcase. Barbie Dream Fest isn't just a one-time thing, it's an all-out experience, a weekend where you can choose your own adventure. Barbie. There's programming all day long, from live panels and talks with amazing guests to hands-on workshops, theme talks, and interactive experiences, all happening at the same time.
Programming, panels, amazing guests, hands-on workshops, and more. There's programming all day, from live panels, theme talks, and interactive experiences, all at the same time.
Some of the biggest experiences they've already announced are a life-size dream house and an 80s disco roller rink.
Here is the life-size dream house, the 80s roller rink. No, it's just a joke, seriously ridiculous.
A Barbie fashion show, a hairstyling bar.
The hairstyling bar, just look at this.
Amazing nails and makeup and Barbie-themed morning yoga. Also, a market, photo sessions, and lots of spaces designed just to meet people and hang out. And on Friday night, the event I'm most excited about is going to happen. Barbie, the movie. At the concert, they will screen the entire movie, but it will be accompanied live by an all-women orchestra performing the score and the songs from the soundtrack. It will be a complete cinematic concert experience. Barbie Dream Fest will take place this March in Fort Lauderdale, and if you love Barbie, there's a lot that makes this weekend worth it. I'm very, very, very excited and I can't wait to see you there.
Well, in the end, it was a fraud, it was a scam. That's incredible, guys. Honestly, this has become a super viral international news story, and I think it teaches us an important lesson. Be careful with these kinds of events because they usually end very, very badly. Look, we have cases like Snowland, Panama, or we even have cases like the Willy Wonka event. Do you remember this? No, the Wonka experience. This was an insult, this was a scam, a fraud. But anyway, I hope they sue the people who organized the Barbie event because what they did seems insulting to me. Ladies and gentlemen, see you next time, right?